My favorite feature of 2019 is back, and it's on a Poco phone. We're looking at the Poco F2 Pro in this video, and we're testing out the cameras for the first time. Hello, you beautiful people! Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your real life in style. So, this is awkward. I didn't even like the Poco F1, but I've been finding myself so curious about the Poco F2 Pro. So, this is the Poco F2 Pro, and this video is about the Poco F2 Pro, but why, oh why do I keep on mentioning the Poco F1? Well, cause guys, the Poco F1 was such a big deal phone when it came out. It was the cheapest phone with flagship specs, and everyone loved it, and that's great. But it's not a phone that appealed to me. Well, because it looked like that, and it was an awesome running phone, but the cameras were just okay. And now we have the Poco F2 Pro, which while it is technically the follow-up to the Poco F1, it doesn't necessarily follow in those same footsteps. Let me tell you why. First of all, looks-wise, look at that. It's a pretty thing. That matte back feels good in hand. It feels like that plastic materials we've been seeing a lot on phones. But both front and back of this phone are Gorilla Glass 5. Speaking of the front, that's an unobstructed AMOLED display, complete with cute always-on display graphics. One of the very few true all-screen phones this year, because pop-up camera, but this time around there are lights and cool effects that you can customize. I'm just sad we don't have the pink option here, honestly. And for the pop-up non-believers, 1, it does automatically retract when dropped. 2, turning it up too many times gives you this prompt, and this allows you from, well, popping up the pop-up camera until you give it a tiny rest. And 3, well, I've just never experienced pop-up cam issues, and I mean, I selfie a lot. Anyway, on the right side, you have a volume rocker and that really nice power button with a hint of red. At the bottom, those are speakers, a mic, USB Type-C port, and the SIM slot. Nothing on the other side. Up here, the microphone, an audio port, the IR blaster, and the pop-up camera. This thing runs on MIUI 11 for Poco on Android 10. One obvious difference that I saw would be when you swipe up and go to the quick menu, there are now different categories for all your apps. Aside from being the way prettier Poco, this thing has a cooling system, the latest top-tier Qualcomm processor, and 4 cameras on the back. So in this device, it's not just the looks you're after, which, I mean, should apply to everything else in life. That full view. So we're doing the camera tour, but before that, let's take a look at this view. Thank you, Poco, for creating a phone that is so visually appealing to me. Now, aside from the in-display fingerprint scanner here, this thing also has face unlock. So all you need to do is swipe up, that's according to my settings, and there you go. Okay, so on photo mode, you can do wide, 1x, 2x, and zoom in to 10x. Say hello to my SIM eject tool earring. And then up here, there are HDR settings, AI. So it turned into a person. I mean, thank you for recognizing I'm a person. Macro mode, which as you can see immediately, my image in the mirror is not focused because this mode is for close-ups. And then you have the filters. Here you have skin smoothening, body, legs, head, shoulders. That's all good and great to have. But again, remember girls, there's nothing wrong with all natural you. Now we also have color filters, so that helps give your photos a different feel. And then we have portrait mode. So as you can see right now, what's in focus is the phone, so I'm blurred out. Can we zoom in? No, no zooming in or out. You have the different depth effects, and then of course you can control the bokeh. So the smaller the aperture, the blurrier the background is, and you can do up until f16, which as you can see doesn't really blur the background at all. Now this is a mode that I love that we see on Xiaomi phones, and on the portrait mode they have what you call the movie mode. Like I said before, the first time I saw this was on the Mate 2 selfie phones, which Xiaomi took over, so now we see it in Xiaomi phones. Then we have the night mode, 1x, 2x, 1x, 2x. Wait, is there, okay, there's a zoom, ladies and gents, up until 10x. And is there a wide? No wide. This is a panorama mode. This is the Pro mode. So as you can see, all the different settings are down below. You also have a shoot video option. Up here, more settings. That's cool. 64 megapixel mode. And oh, so this is cool. There is a focus speaking mode on this. And I mean, I've only really seen this on actual cameras. I actually use this mode when shooting my videos. So this is pretty cool to see on a phone's Pro mode. So there's also exposure verifications. As you can see in the corner up there, my light is pretty bright, so it says that it's overexposed. This is really cool. And then under settings, there's the option to shoot RAW. I know a lot of mobile photographers want this feature, so that's great. Now we're going back to the other side. On video, you can do wide, 1x, 2x, and up until 6x. Up top, you have a steady mode. So as you can see, it crops a little bit, but it's interesting because when you go into settings, there's also image stabilization. So there's a toggle for image stabilization, but to add another layer, there's also a steady mode. Another cool thing is that you can shoot in 8K on this phone. That's amazing, because I don't even shoot in 4K for my YouTube videos, and yet this phone can do 8K. In 8K, you can do wide, 1x, 2x, up until 6x. Aside from that, there's macro mode on video, and then of course, beauty settings, filters, and there is a bokeh mode, you guys. So if you can see that, there's a slight difference because the background did blur out. Now, this is a thing, and I've seen this on most phones. When you shoot with those effects, you can only shoot in 720p. But if you turn off all those effects, you can shoot 1080p, 60 fps, 4K 30 fps, and wait, 4K 60 fps. Well, also 8K, so I'm not surprised. There's also a movie frame mode. So this is basically the video version of the portraits movie mode. And then we have track object and my beloved vlog mode. Now the vlog mode is basically something that allows you to shoot really quick vlogs with template. I've sampled this on my Mi 10 camera test, so check that out. I'll put the link up here. And then of course the beloved short video mode from Xiaomi, which allows you to shoot 15-second clips or less and then directly share it to your social media. You also have different features here, like, I mean, I love this, the kaleidoscope mode, slow-mo modes, and then of course different filters. In slow-mo mode, you can do a max of 960 fps, 120, 240, and yeah, 960. Selfie time, so there's a slow-mo mode on selfie. On short video, of course, we also have that. Same settings, so kaleidoscope mode, slow-mo mode, and the different filters. On video, hey, so can we zoom in or out? Nope. but we also have the different filters, beauty mode, filters, and bokeh mode. On photo, we have no zooming in or out, but all the filters available, HDR, AI, all that jazz. Of course, no 64 megapixel selfie mode because the 64 megapixel camera is at the back. But also note that every time you exit the selfie mode, camera just retracts. And then on portrait mode, we have the bokeh settings, it's the same. And then we have the different portrait mode effects. And can we zoom in or out? No, but again, there's still the portrait movie mode. Right, no selfie night mode. There is a selfie panorama mode, which basically means a wider selfie, and then no pro mode on selfie. And that was our camera tour. Now to take this camera out for the first time. Let's go. Right, shooting with the Poco F2 Pro. This is the front-facing camera. The dogs are... Let me show you. What is going on? Slow-mo! I mean, I don't think they're actually fighting, right? They're play fighting, right? Right, okay, back to this video. Before I was so rudely interrupted, this is the Poco F2 Pro, and this is a front-facing camera, normal, no filter, but you can also do this. Beauty filters, man. And there's also live bokeh, so as you can see, my background... Guys! So again, before I was so rudely interrupted, the rear cameras can shoot up until 8K, so let's try that. 8K for you. Whoa. Still 8K, and then I can do zooms up until 6x. And this is wide on the other hand, but it seems like you can't do wide on 8K. I don't know what's going on there, but this is 1x. Most it can zoom on video is 6x. That's sorta sweet, right? And then 1x. Again, as with 8K mode, you need to stop recording if you want to switch to wide angle, which this is right now. Okay, on wide angle now, and this is perfect to shoot stuff like this, because can I just show you how needy this dog is? Look. Hala, okay. Good dog. And that was our first look, our camera tour, and trying out the cameras of the Poco F2 Pro for the first time. Initial thoughts on this device. First of all, I'm still loving the pop-up. I'm loving that there are lights. I'm loving that there are sounds. I'm loving the unobstructed screen. Also, the irony is not lost on me that it's a Poco phone that in 2020 is one of the very few phones who has the pop-up selfie. If I had to hazard a guess last year, this would probably be the last phone line in mind. I'm personally loving the improvements, especially in terms of camera on this device, but it has to be noted that for a Poco phone, the price tag isn't as cheap. I mean, again, this is only comparing to the previous Poco phone, the F1, but put against all other phones, that's not a bad price tag. I guess the bottom line is that this phone excites me, and it's a little bit surprising because it still is a Poco phone. As to if this phone will actually pivot to what that Poco phone branding used to be, we'll see. That's it for today, guys. I will have more videos on the Poco F2 Pro, so let me know what you want to see. If it's a camera test or a full review, comment down below. If you want to see how I use this phone on a daily basis, you can find me on social media. That's at Cisa Said. And we also have a Discord chat, so I'll link that down below. I'll see you there. Bye!